Hi everyone. I hope you're all good. Today, I want to share a life story about Larry Ellison, the billionaire who was never supposed to exist. A cold, gray Chicago skyline in 1944. Snow falls. A young woman stands alone, holding a newborn. She was just 19. No money, no partner, no plan. 9 months after bringing him into this world, she gave him up. I wasn't even 1 year old, and already, the world had told me I didn't belong. Larry Ellison never met his biological father. His mother handed him to her aunt and uncle in Chicago's South Side and disappeared from his life. His new father, Lewis Ellison, was strict, harsh, a failed businessman who carried his bitterness like a second skin. You'll never succeed, Larry. You're not like the others. Larry was raised in a house filled with limits. But in his mind, there were none. A young Larry reading science books, watching airplanes, challenging teachers. He wasn't a good student. He was too curious, too rebellious. He challenged authority, not because he was arrogant, but because he wanted to understand. But his father didn't understand him. Teachers dismissed him. Friends avoided him. Everyone around me seemed content with the rules. I wanted to rewrite them. He dropped out of the University of Illinois after his adoptive mother died. Later, he dropped out again from the University of Chicago. His family saw failure. Larry saw freedom. 1970s San Francisco. Hippies, counterculture, Silicon Valley beginning to bloom. Larry moved to California with no money and no plan, just raw ambition. He took low-level programming jobs. He studied hard, often alone. He wasn't chasing money. He was chasing something bigger, meaning he stumbled on a paper by a British scientist, Edgar F. Codd, about relational databases. For others, it was just theory. For Larry, it was a revelation. That paper didn't just describe data. It described destiny. Dimly lit garage, whiteboards, caffeine, chaos, laughter, fear. In 1977, Larry, with Bob Miner and Ed Oates, started software development laboratories with just $2,000. No connections, no investors, no Silicon Valley spotlight. They pitched a database system before it was even built. They named it Oracle, after a CIA project. They faked demos. They missed deadlines. They almost went bankrupt. I wasn't lying. I was willing it into existence. Every month, Oracle teetered between breakthrough and collapse. But Larry didn't blink. Oracle's headquarters growing. Larry on a speedboat. In a boardroom. On a private jet. Oracle finally exploded. Tech giants laughed at first. Then Oracle beat them. Larry declared war on IBM, then Microsoft. He mocked Bill Gates, outmaneuvered competitors, and refused to follow Silicon Valley's nice guy script. In business, I play to win. Always. He bought a jet fighter, a 300-foot yacht, an island in Hawaii. He lived like a character in a James Bond film. But underneath the flash, there was still that boy from Chicago. A quiet moment. Larry alone on a beach. Looking out. Reflecting. Even after becoming one of the richest men on earth, something in Larry never quieted. I wasn't chasing money. I was chasing control. Over my life. Over my story. He funded life extension projects. Invested in Tesla. Helped build America's health tech infrastructure. But still, he admits, I don't really believe in retirement. What would I do? I already have everything. Young coders looking up at Oracle's headquarters. A boy with a book. Ellison at a conference, smiling faintly. Larry Ellison wasn't supposed to succeed. Not by the rules. Not by statistics. Not by expectations. But maybe that's the point. He rewrote his future by refusing to accept the one he was given. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be accepted. You just have to believe you can change the world and be ready to break the rules to do it. So the next time they tell you, you don't belong, you're too rebellious, you'll never make it, think of Larry Ellison, the boy who was abandoned, the dropout who refused to fail, the billionaire who said, watch me,